Good morning, Chair, members, Vice President, and team. I rise to report that a quorum does exist for the Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs to commence business.
Thank you, Clerk. Thank you, Vice President. Thank you, honorable members of the Cabinet, for my apology for the time schedule given to you people. You have a constraint on various members in various committees. We have to back them in. We stand to apologize for late sitting. Thank you, Vice President. Thank you, Clerk. It has reported that the quorum does exist. The Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs to commence business. Clerk. Honorable members, those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Welcome, honorable members. Let's start the meetings or commence on the meetings agenda and approve the agenda. Honorable members, agenda is circled on those ones in front of you. Those are the agenda of the meetings. Do any member wants to move the agenda to adopt for now? Any member?
Yes, I move that we adopt the agenda.
Any seconder?
I second.
It has been moved and seconded. The agenda is adopted. Clerk. Okay. Okay. Honorable members, Vice President, and the ministers, we are on this meeting. You are called for discussions on the floor of the pledged Gambians under the protection of Federal Republic of Germany. There was a discussion on this issue that we want to engage you people on the status of the government and the ministers in your offices. Yes. Sorry. We need to introduce ourselves to know each other as a family. Sorry. I am Honorable Seni Jawara, the Vice Chair of Foreign Affairs.
I am Honorable Alaji Babu Sise, a member of the committee, and I'm from Sabasangal constituency.
I am Musa Cham, the National Assembly member of Sierra Leone, a member of the Foreign Affairs.
Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Chan, National Assembly member for the London constituency, and I am a member of this Foreign Affairs.
Good morning, everyone. I am Fatmata Kisitao, Sergeant of the Committee.
Good morning, Mamadou Emba, Assistant Senior Committee.
Good morning, I am Fatmata Kera, Clerk of this committee.
Good morning, Badaraju, Vice President.
Good morning, I am Jack Sonko, Minister of Interior.
Good morning, I'm Abdullah TV Jala, Permanent Secretary of
Good morning to you all. I am Sakala, Director for Diaspora and Migration at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Good morning, I'm Morgan Sekar, Assistant Secretary of Interior.
Yes, thank you, Vice Chair. Thank you, honorable members.
For the benefit of others, maybe they need to also
introduce
themselves.
Yes.
Mamadou Sise, Clerk of the National Assembly. Yes.
Daniel Capson.
Yes, thank you. The Minister of Foreign Affairs is not in house, and the letter was circulated. The minister should also be in. So I don't know what is the all those why the foreign minister is not in.
Actually, it's on an overseas mission. By the time we received your letter, we didn't find it in town, and we assigned it from Secretary and myself to represent.
Okay. Glad. Yes. Thank you. Then now we can proceed on this one. Yes.
For subsequent proceedings, if the letter gets to your ministry and the minister is not available, just out of courtesy, send a letter to the clerk of the house to inform him that this letter has come to the absence of the minister. Then that way we will not be expecting to, and I will not disappoint you. But just to come and tell us that he's out of the country, there's no communication, and we did communicate it to you. And communication is good. Maybe next time.
I think that is not yet, but the letter we received was a copy. We were copied. It wasn't addressed to us. And as such, we couldn't respond to say he's out of town. But, and also considering the period, we received the letter 25th or 26th. And we are summoned to the 28th, considering the time span as well. And again, by copy of the letter, the minister was supposed to come with his technicians. So, knowing he's out of town and he was supposed to come with the technicians, we understood the technicians would represent to accompany the vice president.
Yes, Clark.
Mr. Kawai, it was copied to you and you decided to appear. I think the issue of it was copied or it was sent to you. Let's take note and move forward.
Yeah, I'm just making a reference to administrative procedures.
Yeah, administrative procedure. You should not have acted on a copy.
So by the copy, we are informed to attend. But yes, but it wasn't addressed to us.
It's all right. Let's proceed.
I just want to.
It's all right.
No, I just want to clarify something because I know that the clerk, according to her, the last time we were supposed to have a meeting with the minister, and it was the same issue that was last week. But I think there was an arrangement that was made, and we even had to stand out to wait for an information from your office for 30 minutes before you finally told us that you cannot make it. So I think this meeting was supposed to be held even last week with the minister. We were supposed to have last week, but we could not.
Honorable.
So between last week and now, at least we should have a reply from you.
Yeah. It's all right.
Honorable.
Yes.
Yes. Honorable. Just take note, Honorable President. As far as we are here for Gambian people, So let's just take note and make it easy communication within ourselves. Yes, Honorable Vice President, the follow-up discussion on the pledge of Gambians on the deportation from the Federal Republic of Germany. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Chairman. Thank you, honorable members, honorable minister, permanent secretaries, and technicians. I want to make a plea in this committee. I am new in this. I don't know anything about as such, frankly. I in fact got the briefing from Foreign Affairs yesterday. It was closing time. And the Minister of Interior is also new. He's a new person. And so what I want to do is that if the committee will allow, it's just a request that the two ministers, that's Interior, the Minister of Interior and myself and Foreign Affairs, make sure that he's around. We, all the three of us with our technicians, we need, particularly Foreign Affairs, would brief us in extenso, in detail, what all this entails, because it's very sensitive. At the end of the day, whether it's the National Assembly or the executive, we are all in for this to see how best, we can address the the issue of Gambians, in the European Union, particularly Germany, and the impact. I know that just overnight what I read, the sanctions they are imposing on us and how they want to escalate it in a staircase form. But to know the details of it and the way forward, how do we strategize as an executive and come to the legislature, to work with you together so that at least we have a smooth and transition or extradition, whatever. And that does not, and also it shouldn't, impact on, the work of people, because we have a lot of connectivity and networking with the European Union. We benefit in terms of development assistance from the European Union, and it is also a hub for moving into other countries when you want to. The European Union is very big. You cannot do business in the world today without involving the European Union. So we need them. So I want to appeal that you give us time, or else we will be talking about something which certainly I can speak for myself, and I believe the Minister of Interior also may not be au fait with things, and it will not be very comprehensive and concrete, and we want concrete initiatives and strategies in terms of the way forward, finding a comprehensive, holistic solution to the whole problem, so that we avoid these challenges that we are experiencing with the European Union. So if you will allow me, I will talk to the President so that at least the Foreign Affairs Minister himself and his technicians, the Interior Minister himself and his technicians, and myself, and my technicians, we can sit down, discuss this, and then, come to see you as a team, so that at least we will make sure that the space and the time allocated, everybody is on post to come and discuss this issue. That's my appeal to this, or else definitely I'll have information gaps. I may not be able to answer certain things, and I don't want to look ridiculous in front of the committee, frankly. That's my...
Thank you, Honorable Vice. It's a fair talk. I remember we have had him, and again, we are here for vital information. And again, he is not in a position to, because as usual, what our new standing order is saying, anybody who will, any witness to attend the committees, they have to take an oath. And that oath, basically, we need the correct information, and you are not in a position to give us those information. And honorable members, we have had the Vice President, and it's fair. Now, let me get comments from the members, then later. Yes.
Good morning again. I first of all congratulate you all to your new appointments. Congratulations to you all. We've had your point, and everything is noted. Definitely, I will agree with you people to give you ample time to study this situation, so that you can come up with something concrete in order to inform the country as a whole. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you all.
Thank you, thank you very much, Chair, and thank you, Vice President, Minister of Interior, and your team. Like he said, we should congratulate you for your appointment, and both of you are new in your position, but for you, it's a continuation in the cabinet. What you said is really fair enough, but we must also bear in mind that there are Gambians who are suffering. So the waiting should not be long. If we agreed on a reasonable time, better to differ from my honorable colleague to say ample time, but I would prefer a reasonable time, because Gambians' lives are in jeopardy. According to the agenda, I said the plight of Gambians. So there are Gambians who are suffering. Let's make sure that it's within a very short period. In fact, before you came in, honorable member said so, but we disagree. You said no. these things are offices, they are not about people. The vice president is new, but the office is not new. The minister of interior is new, but the ministry of interior is not new. So we said, no, let's allow them in. But, you know, two minds think alike. So the way he was thinking is exactly the way he was thinking. So we'll take this excuse, but let's make it very short. If I may propose, next week, Tuesday.
Let me, sorry.
Yes.
Maybe yes, when is your minister going to be? Because I want him to be here also. Over this weekend.
Yes.
Now that will be, if you can maybe give us towards the end of the week, since he comes over the weekend, and that means we have only Monday to meet and then come here Tuesday. That might be a little bit difficult. So I mean, I agree with you. We should have a reasonable time, but I think that will be extremely difficult because there are certain things when we discuss. Also, we have to meet our principal, the president, and take a position on this. You know, and then come here and tell you exactly this is the situation and this is the way forward we are putting. You know, so that we are all in this. You know, I know institutions go beyond individuals, but sometimes the way it is. You may have some individual challenges that may create a gap within the institution. And by the way, let me congratulate all of you for being elected or re-elected also to the National Assembly.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. The Vice President and the ministers, the Cabinet Secretary and Directors here present. We are very happy to have you on this important day. As my other colleagues say, we congratulate you for your new portfolio. We believe that some of you were already in the system, and as Honorable Cisse just mentioned, it's just a continuity, and we all have a common purpose and common goal, which is to serve the Gambian people. And as we always say, whenever we come to the assembly, although we are from different, some of us have their different political parties, but that is left aside. When we come here, we focus on national interests. We don't have our party tax here, and that is very important. So we as a team would really want to work with you in this issue because it definitely has to be treated with a matter of urgency. Some Gambians are suffering outside. We have been seeing it over the internet. Just day before yesterday, I saw a video of some people who are really suffering in the border countries of Morocco and Spain. And these are all issues that we want to look at. And we definitely need to treat them with as a matter of urgency. So for that being the case, I definitely want to agree with Honorable Cisse that if we want to give them ample time, that is very open. That means they might have a long period of time before they would come back here. And for the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, this is the second time, so I don't see any reason why every time we have to wait for him. So, and I believe that this is very important. As you mentioned in your retreat, we have to limit some of the travels to make sure that we look at our country, to make sure that we develop our country. So, and for that being the case, I hope that we will have him next week as soon as possible, because this is very important. This is very important, and we definitely want to treat this as a matter of urgency. So we are hoping that Honorable His Excellency the Vice President would be able to at least double up efforts to assist the committee to have this meeting as soon as possible. So I thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Cisse.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, Honorable.
Yes, good morning, His Excellency the Vice President, Honorable Ministers, and your team. Like my colleague rightly said, Recently, there are some issues affecting West African migrants between Morocco and Spain. So we would like to know what stand have the government taken to know whether Gambians are involved. And in that case, if there are Gambians involved, how prepared is the government to take its responsibility to ensure that those Gambians are well taken care of?
Yeah, thank you, Honorable. Yeah. Thank you, Honorable Member of the the agenda that was passed, it was not included this recent one. The agenda was the German, which was passed to the vice and the ministers. And for my apology, this one I think we need to discuss it whenever they are here, in time whereby they will get vital information to respond to your answer. And I want you to pen those questions later whenever we meet them. And which I am proposing to send, we will send a letter immediate after Korite at Staff Ratovarsky, and we will have ample time to meet us. And again, we have a new standing with the study we are also, which is also governing us. That's section 101, the powers of the committees. And Vice President, and I want you to extend this to your ministries, your cabinet ministers, and any witnesses that should come to Parliament. There is a standing order that is governing us now. The order of affirmation to any witnesses. We should get push and pull that we are a minister. I will not get an oath again. So I want you to extend this into your cabinet ministers and various departments. Thank you.
No, he wanted to come tonight.
Yes.
I just wanted to say with the permission of His Excellency, Vice President, to provide 1 or 2 minutes for that issue, even if there is nothing proposed right there. But I've been working on it with this condition.
Yeah, I myself sent a message to the cabinet to ask one whether it was fake news. True, if it is real news, Gambians involved, and that the embassies in Morocco and Spain should investigate this. I sent it to the cabinet once ago to say that letter, because maybe he can be more specific.
Ministers could give those information, not technicians. Vice President.
Yeah.
Let's reserve it. He will give you.
Yes, we have an agenda.
Yes.
The ministers are responsible
For that, yes.
or just they are asking technicians.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Because we have an agenda.
Thank you very much.
I want to observe something. I just want to have.
You are not giving
Yes.
Honorable Vice President, again, the clerk give me example. Any minister who doesn't come down, and you are called to the lawyers, you can delegate any minister. Honorable Minister, yes, to represent you in Parliament or any position. Thank you.
Can I respond to that?
Yes.
In that case, I will have to advise the president that he designates overseeing ministers for specific. Like, for example, if the Minister of Basic Education is away, the Minister of Higher Education should oversee. If Foreign Affairs is away, he would know who. So that minister is properly briefed by the technicians of the Foreign Ministry to be able to do that. And I don't want to hold brief for the Foreign Minister, but he was on pre-statutory meetings. That's why this one is absent. Really, I was supposed to represent the president in Chogo, but I had other pressing engagements, and I told him, you will go and represent you will go and participate as foreign minister for Chogo, but also represent us, the executive, and that's why he's absent. It's not deliberate.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's commendable.
Yes. However, I think it's fair and it's fair.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's allow them to participate.
That's right.
From there, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chair.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And
The next date we communicate.
yes, yes.
They're looking at their schedule.
So just wanted to congratulate the newly elected members of the assembly and those re-elected. He was my long-time friend. We used to share the same village, Kerwan Sambasira. So I'm happy to see you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I make also a plea?
Yes.
If you give us lead time, sometimes it coincides with certain executive activities. Then we can get back to you, say, it's coinciding with this. Like the last time, I had to appeal to you people because we had the cabinet retreat. Today we have PSC, PMO, and the Minister of the Public Service on this e-employment, e-application, e-thing starting at 11. And, as the office overseeing the civil service, I should be there. But I told them the National Assembly has the legal fear. And I cannot, or else I'll be in contempt. So I have to come here, But then they are also waiting there. Those things, if we have lead time, we can synchronize our respective timetables so that to avoid, a clash.
Yeah.
Because anytime we clash, you take precedence because you have the legal strength.
No, the most important is the communication.
Yes,
When we communicate, you also communicate.
Okay.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chair. You are really.
Thank you very much. Thank you.